Let's head on over here. Let me move my mic down for one. Jeez. Are you some kind of noob or something? A little bit. A little bit. Okay, we gotta turn that on. I'm gonna just, while we're here, we'll just put bam. So Cody can't come in and say first again. Because, we don't want him to get too big of a hit ahead. No, Tony beat him too. Look at that. If you're not first, you're last, feller. Them's the rules. Oh, man. Today it's just been a shit show of a day. What's up, Sean? How are you, man? Absolute shit show. Bam. Alright. I think that's all good to go. Save. We can close out this. And then, how to update my tip goal? I don't know how to do that. We'll keep it like it is now. And then we'll edit it for tomorrow night, I guess. Because it's going to be... Alright. And where's my piano music? I want my piano music to keep me... There we go. Actually, let's do Windows Media Player. Because I'm also stuffing my face because I haven't ate all day. I was supposed to be eating now and streaming later. But someone called out where my wife works. And she's covering. So now I eat... snacks until she gets home. What's up, Brandon? How are you? Okay, let's delete that. Okay. Create a new playlist? Clear list. Yes. Save this list. Piano. Bam. And we'll delete that. Okay. There we go. I guess I'll hang out and stream here. Alright. And then we'll fix this. And... Alright. Packing, putting X tree away. That will do that after the new year. That's something we have to do too. Anyway, lunchtime. I got no brand. What did you go with? Did you go with the container, or did you go with the bag, or box, or hell if I remember. Actually, Mrs. Fifi has off New Year's Day, so which has off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. You know, it's probably on the list of things to do on New Year's Day. Damn, how many trees you got? Why do you have so many trees? Good Lord. Well, real, yeah, no, I don't want to make the leave answer. I want a real answer. I know you had the one outside. I'm pretty sure you had one like in your living room. How many more trees do you have, and why do you need so many? Like, I'm confused. And the other question is, weren't you the one that was like bah humbug? Like you said you didn't like Christmas and everything. Why you got so many trees? I, Another question for anyone who has fooled around with the sprayer helicopter that I did a mod review on. I have a very important question. Can you spray grapes with it? Because I had a thought as soon as it came in here. It was already too late because I had already loaded in and I was already starting my stream. But could we use the helicopter to spray the grapes? Is that a possibility? So, I got PJ spraying problems taken care of. got two to start with, and then we found two really nice trees. Held the one sale, a new target for $9.50. So. I'm guessing you meant $96. I'm confused. And what's up, Jesse? How are you, man? You paid $960 for a Christmas tree? What the hell wrong with you? I've been better, Jesse. It has been a shit show of a day, my guy. Shit show of a day. You only paid $25 for a $960 tree? How? How and why did I not hear about this? Because we were trying to get one that's originally like $100-something for it was on for 55, and they were out of stock. Happy wife, happy life. Oh, she's not happy. That it's not with me. I'm not the problem. It's just we had to pay almost $800 for a car repair today. That was only supposed to cost $470. And then other stuff going on. So, yeah, it's just been a crap shoot of a day. Plus Mrs. Feather was supposed to be off at 5 o'clock, and someone called out, so she's covering their spot. So that's why I'm streaming early. And PJ's is going to be pissed at me because I told PJ's last night before he went to bed that I would for sure be here at 8 o'clock tonight. And, well, I'm not going to be. Well, I'll be streaming at 8 o'clock. I'll probably stream till 9. But about time he'll come in wanting to play, I'll be gone. Yep, I went in yesterday to the mechanic I took it to. I went in yesterday, asked them about if they would replace a wheel bearing, about how much it would cost. And she asked me if I wanted to get diagnosed first, or if I was sure that that was a problem. I said I wasn't sure that that was the problem. But talking to other people, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I'm not 100% certain. And she asked me to describe the problem. And I told her, every time I turn left, I have a god-awful howling sound coming from the right front. So, I said, from the people I've talked to, they said that the universal, answer has been it's probably the wheel bearing. And the mechanic, the one who was actually going to do the job, sitting next to her, nodded yes, that's the issue. Okay, keep that in mind. Then when she's ordering the part, she wants to order the whole unit or whatever. And he said no, he can do it with just the wheel bearing, to just order the wheel bearing. So keep that in mind. This is 2 times he said he could fix the issue with the wheel bearing. Okay. They said $470. We can do it tomorrow. If you drop it off tonight, it'll be done by the end of the day tomorrow. Cool. I get a phone call today. Hey, that didn't fix the problem. What do you mean it didn't fix the problem? Yeah, the wheel bearing wasn't the issue. Well, what is the issue? We don't know. We won't know unless we diagnose it. That's going to be $120. It's like, there ain't no way. I can barely afford what you've already done. You want another $120 something? So she said, "Oh," and I told her exactly what I just stated. That the mechanic twice said that he could fix it with just the wheel, or he said that it was the wheel bearing and he could fix it with just the wheel bearing. He didn't need the whole system. Okay. So he or she said, "I'll call you back." She calls me back. She goes, "Okay, so we went ahead and did the diagnosed it for free. It's gonna be the brakes. Something about a brake inverter, which I've Googled for over an hour trying to figure out what the hell a brake inverter is, and for my car, and have come up absolutely nothing. The only thing I came up with was a Prius, which has nothing to do with the brakes. It's something about to recharge the battery or something like that. So I'm still at a complete loss on what actually the issue is. But they were like, for another, what was it, $300 some, you know, we can fix the we can replace the brakes on it, and that should take care of your problem. And I was like, there's no way I can afford that. Absolutely no way. Well, the owner is the one who I was talking to, and she was, how much can you do today? I was like, I got $500 to spare. That's what I can do today. She said, if you pay that this week, or this, and when you get paid again in 2 weeks, she goes, you can pay the rest in 2 weeks. I was like, alright, fine. Alright, fine. So, they ordered the part, got it fixed. I went up there, paid the $500, and still owe them $274, I think it is, for a job that was supposed to be $470. So I'm pissed. I am absolutely pissed. Happy for humanity. Oh. Do they have decent prices in there? Because they have one in Dover. We've seen it, but we've just never stopped. What kind of vehicle it is? It's a 2011 Hyundai Sonata. Now, on that note, alright, field's done. I'm going to go clean up my mess and get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm bad. Yeah. Alright. So we need 2. I totally missed what you said, Tony. Yeah, that works. I kind of wish I could get these manure pits gone so we can level that out and just make this one big field. But for some reason, I can't get rid of those pits. I've tried and tried and tried them. They will not sell. So I don't know what the deal with those are. Those would probably have to be removed in G, I'm guessing. Well, no, because if you go to construction and come over here, this comes up. So it's sellable. It just won't let me sell it for some reason. I could probably go and edit it in the save game. But I got so much other stuff on my plate. So, same with the fence. The fencing probably has to remove G. But posted a photo in the tree in Discord. General chat. That tree definitely is not worth $965. There is no way. No way in hell. That redonkulous. Most of the field your fence you can drive through at least. Well, yeah. I don't know how that would look aesthetically. Just drives through the fence of the combine. Somebody might say something about that. I still want to see if I can fertilize the grapes with the helicopter. Because I'll totally do that. Yeah. And the company, it's still ain't worth $7. It's not worth $670 unless those lights are color changeable. Sorry. Well, those lights are color changeable and controlled by a app on your smartphone. That ain't worth $670. No way. It better come with like 25 flashing patterns, customizable light that lights you color. No, there ain't no way. I'm paying $600. I'm not paying over $100 for a damn Christmas tree. It ain't worth it. You only get to look at it like what one month out of the year. Hell no. And then by the time you put it away and you put it back up, half the lights won't work. Just wait. Yeah, no, that's. I don't care if it feels real or not. I ain't paying $600 for a damn tree. No. Kudos to you. Kudos to you for getting a damn good deal. I'm not hating on your handiwork. I'm hating on someone thinks that tree is worth $600 some, or the company thinks that tree is worth $600. And Target thinks it's worth $900. Well, of course, Target that price is probably jacked up, or it could be the actual store list, the actual company listing it on Target's website, and you're probably not having to pay a shipping charge with that, so they include it in on Target. That's the same thing that Ringside Collectibles does. They post their stuff for sale on Target.com, and it's always like, $6-7 more expensive on the Target website than it is on Ringside, because you don't have to pay for shipping through Target. So they add that into the price, the shipping into the price on Target. So that's probably what that is. Sorry. Wife's on our lunch break. Got 4 trees. So you got about 4 of them things? Like I said, we were looking at one at Target. It was like $100, and they had it was a early Black Friday deal. It was a couple days before Black Friday, and they had had marked down to $55, and we wanted one because it was exactly what we needed, and it was cheap. And they were out of stock everywhere, even online. Pip me off. Because archery, we've had archery for a while now, and half the lights on the middle section went out. Not last year, year before, and when I put it up this year. So we couldn't use the tree lights, the lights that were already on the tree, because it just didn't look right. So luckily I had a couple of strings that I wrapped around the tree to get it lit up. So last year, before I put it up, I spent like 2 nights going through and clipping every single freaking zip tie and cut the whole thing out of the tree. So now we just use our it's a thing that you put on the top, and the strings of lights come down, and then I wrap a couple of strings around it. So it's a non-lit, pre-lit Christmas tree. So where do you put 4 trees at, Brandon? I know you got one out on the porch. I'm guessing there's one in the living room. Where do you put the others? Because I'm assuming you have them all put like on display currently, right? Or well, prior to taking them down, right? If not, you could just leave them in a box and set them in, storage. But the fact that you bagged them up means you used them, correct? I'm not being a smart ass, just like, I'm just curious. Where in the hell did you put 4 Christmas trees at? And you never answered my other question. Weren't you the one that just a couple years that was bah humbug, hated Christmas or whatever? Said you didn't celebrate Christmas. I know JT's that way this year, but I thought you were going on about how you didn't like Christmas and all that. Did I miss something? Am I confusing you with someone else? I know, I'm pretty sure it's you. Bah humbug. Meow, meow, bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bow, bow. Bum, 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 bum. Meow, meow. I'm alright. I'm okay. It ain't nothing but another day. A shitty one. Ba-dum. Sorry. Anyone here? I am. Sorry, my wife's on her lunch break, so she's Snapchatting me. I'm Snapchatting her back. Okay. Get a bigger combine. No! I'm keeping it old school, man. Small and old. That's the game plan of this server right now. Others was in boxes, and the real feel one we got out after the inside tree was up. Feel free. The real feel box didn't fit with the lumber I got that day, so broke it down. Okay. So you didn't have all four up at the same time. That's what you're saying. Okay. I was just curious, like, did you put one in the bathroom, you know, so you can enjoy the lights while you're taking a dump or something? You know, that was my okay, so that's how my brain went. Not even gonna lie. My brain was like, you know, pooping by Christmas light. That's actually probably relaxing, actually. What's up, Steve? How are you? What's up, Pat? How are you? Love the old school. Yeah, old school. Actually, there's some farmers around here still using equipment like this. Not even gonna lie. Not this year. What? You need a tool light. Yeah. Not gonna lie. If I knew my wife wouldn't kill me, I've seen them on TikTok. Dudes replace the bathroom light bulbs with the disco balls. And I honestly, I thought about it, and I was like, my wife would probably kill me because I would do it, and she'd get up in the middle of the night, and it would scare the living shit out of her. And I'd never hear the end of it. Seriously, my kids be on the potty 24/7, yeah, right? That'd be me. I'd be on to it. Ha 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 ha. Stay alive, stay alive. Ha 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 ha. Stay alive. Ha. Yep. I played Disco Inferno entrance song the other night. Now they ask Alexa to play it all the time. Oh, Disco Inferno. Dude, I had when I was a kid, it was like a die-cast car that it was orange, it had Disco Inferno on it. It was awesome. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I had that one, and I think it was Conan's car. It was like an old Chevy. Those were I like those way better than any of the other hot rod cars growing up. It took me until I was an adult to realize that DDP's music was just Nirvana. Self high five. Doon 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 doon. New World War. Although Wolfpack had, I know the White and Black theme song is like iconic, and you know everyone knows it, but the Wolfpack Red and Black had the better of the two theme songs. The oh, boom 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 boom. That's just my opinion. Yeah, they had a Kelly entrance on. Yeah. They're up on my pallet racking for the storage? What? So you just basically keep them outside? What's wrong with you? I dust off the old NWO shirt. I know, right? I still have. It doesn't fit me. It hasn't fit me in years, but I still have my Austin 316 shirt where like on the back it's half his face and half like a cyborg, and then I have my Degeneration X t-shirt still from back when I was a kid. Originals, all right. I bought the new NES game, Genghis Khan, another game I don't really need, but it's a fun one. Did you say new NES game? New to you NES game. Honey iced tea. Oh. New to me, NES game. There you go. What was he doing? Okay, he's just straight up mulching. Alright. I guess. What's in here? Barley. That's barley? Okay. So we'll harvest this barley. And then if we stop time, we'll go over there and finish mulching his stuff. God, this thing takes forever to unload. Come on, you old... Okay, there we go. I almost said the B word. So what did you say about tomorrow's stream? Or no? Yeah, there's going to be a stream tomorrow. I just... Like, today was supposed to be a normal time stream. Because my wife was supposed to be off at 5 o'clock. So she's going to go off at 5 o'clock. We were going to have dinner. And then I was going to get set up for my stream. Well, 15 minutes before she was supposed to get off, the person that was the next manager was supposed to come in was supposed to be there at 5. And 15 minutes beforehand, the manager that's supposed to replace her called out. So she was the manager. Oh no! I'm okay. She's the manager, the mid-shift manager today. So she was supposed to go off at 5. I'm guessing the cashier that was supposed to close called out. So she is filling in for the cashier because her store manager is closing tonight. So, as everything goes to plan tomorrow, it will be a normal time stream on time. I don't know what it's going to be. PJ's asked about ready or not, but JT won't be here because it's JT's weekend with his daughter. So I was hoping we'd get like a 4-man team for that. The other option is to do the ATS event. I can't see because of this tree. Hello, Rackin. Or not Rackin. Oh. Recon, how are you? And hello, ABG, how are you? Rackin. Rackin'. I'm not really quite sure what else there is to do for tomorrow night stream. Like I said, ATS is a easy one. Ready or not, I'd rather wait until JT has time. Like I said, it's his daughter's weekend, so he's not going to be around this weekend. And I think PJ's wanted to do that one night for his stream, so I don't know. I don't know if JT will make it on Thursday night or not. That's the other issue. This cartridge has a Be Kind Rewind sticker on the back. How are you supposed to rewind an NES game? No offense, but I was told that we were going to do Ready or Not Thursday. I had to uninstall 3 games because Didn't know it was 90 gigs. I don't think we ever agreed to do it this Thursday, Brandon. We said we definitely wanted to do it in the near future, and PJ's said that recommended it doing it on a Thursday night, but I don't. The problem with that is I don't think JT would show up on a Thursday night, so I don't know the timeline on that. We never, that was never set in stone. And I had just let PJs know that I got that game Sunken Land through Keymailer, and that I need to make content. So if he was interested in doing it, to let me know, do multiplayer, or I just do it on my own. And that's what he decided to play that night. I told him that a couple days ago, so like Tuesday-ish. I think I said something to him about it. Love the John Deere. I know, it's awesome, right? Play on PS4. My favorite tractor is the case. Boo. Boo. We all green here, feller. Okay, I'm all green. I think everybody else is all red. I'm the only green guy here. Boom. John Deere is better at performing, but I like the red. No. Okay, going to uninstall it so I can play games. I'll redo it when we have a date. And like I said, I know PJ's is gonna be frustrated with me because the last thing I said to him last night before he went to bed was that I was gonna be here at normal time. So he's already gonna be frustrated with me. But I would say we could talk about it tonight, but by the time I get done, or he gets in and ready to play, I'll be done live streaming. But like I said, I'm hoping at least that when we do it, it's going to be me, PJs, you, and JT, a full 4-man team. Hopefully the 3 of us can carry. Okay, I take that back. Hopefully the 2 of us can carry JT and PJs. So we can complete some missions, because I know JT's going to be no good, and I know PJ's, unless he gets hyper focused on it, is going to be no good. So it'll require me and you to carry the team. So I kind of want all 4 of us to be there, but you know, if it comes down to where PJs wants to do it on a Thursday and JT can't make it, I guess we can run with a 3-man team. It's going to be more difficult. Video City Muldrin, or Muldoon. Well, I should call the phone number on the back to see who answers. Yeah, that's what you should do. You should call it and be like, "Hey, I just picked up this NES cartridge, and you know, it wasn't rewound. I was wondering if I could get a discount." And then just play dumb. Like when they're like, "Sir, it's 2023." Just be like, What? Nuh-uh. It's 1994, sir. They shit Brit. Well, it's probably not the store anymore. Who are we kidding? But isn't it sad that our kids will never know the joy of going into a movie rental place on a Friday night, picking out movies, and you know, games and all that. That was like the highlight of my childhood. Friday night, and Dad's like, "Get in the car. We're gonna go get a movie." I was like, "Hot damn!" And take off and run in the car. Our kids will never get to experience that. Thanks, Netflix. Buttholes. I never got a chance to go behind the curtain. They were all closing down here by the time I turned 18. Some bullshit, man. I just wanted to see what was behind the curtain. What's my favorite John Deere? I don't know. I don't necessarily have a favorite one. I like the older stuff, but I've never really say I had a favorite. I know if you're talking about my favorite one I've ever used in game, I really like the 8R, for a newer tractor, but I don't really have a pick if I had to pick. We had a video store in my hometown that we used to get movies from. When we got new releases came out, Blockbuster was the way to go since they had 50 copies. Yeah. That's another thing. Our kids will never know the disappointment of wanting to watch that new Disney movie and going through it and seeing that there was no more tapes available. We had one called Video Scene, and the logo was a little robot. And you go in. It was like on par with Blockbuster. Blockbuster was a little bit more expensive, and that was only there were only the bigger cities. But the local, we had a Video Scene that was local that was on par with Blockbuster, and it had 20 of every new release. And you never knew the disappointment until you went in there and all the VHSs were gone. You're just the clear plastic tape, the plastic VHS holders were gone. We never really rented video games from Blockbuster since the pharmacy in our town rented those out. My buddy's mom worked there, so we had unlimited free rents on games. Had so many NES games. Yeah, I was too young for that one, Steve. We rented PlayStation 1 games and Nintendo 64 games. We've already harvested corn, sir. We did that last week. This was all corn here. As you can see, this was all corn. We've already harvested it. Corn was first, and then we did soybeans, and now we're doing barley, and I think this is, yeah, wheat. We're waiting for our wheat to grow. We already did the corn. Well, I remember the owner would only get NES games because of his kids, so when the early 1990s came, he even had some of the more rare games. Some of those are worth hundreds now. Makes you wish you never returned that rental, doesn't it? Oh man, I really wish I had my freaking first edition Charizard. Some of those, that's how you know when you're getting old. Steve, you've already experienced this. No offense, but you've already experienced this is how you know you're getting old. But I had that moment the other day when someone shared a thing that showed that freaking Pokemon, the first edition Pokemon cards, were on Antique Roadshow. And I was like, say what now? And the fact that I'm seeing like first edition Charizards going for like 35 grand, like I wish I had that to buy me a goddamn new car. So I had a first edition Charizard. I had one. I think I had all first editions of the initial release. I think I had all of them. And then I had all the Team Rocket ones. And just to think that they probably got tossed away makes my gut just ugh. Because I had left them. They were in my card book on my bookshelf when I moved out. And when we went back to clean out the house, they were not on my bookshelf anymore. So that means tells me that A, somebody took them, went in my room, took them, or B, my mother gave them to my nephew because my nephew was obsessed with Pokemon cards. It just makes me sick because he probably just tossed them. I was like, you son of a bitch. You know how much that goddamn Charizard's worth these days? I should go find him and beat him up. It's my nephew. It's alright. It's alright. Alright, where... I guess I'm kind of partial to the 4960 here because I think I have like 3 of these things. If I had to pick one. My kid's in the Pokemon cards, but that my kid's the same way. But I don't think how overly produced they are now. I don't think they're gonna be near as worth how much they were when they first came out. That first series. But yeah, no. My kid's the same way. Actually, my kid has a book that she puts them in. Yeah, back, gonna get cake. Never come between a fat man and his cake. Am I right? Ooh. Degenerate, no coming fool. Just got tired of doing what you told me. I'm into Magic, or I'm not into Magic or Pokemon, but I have some Series 1 Garbage Pail Kids cards from back in the day. Those are worth some money too if you have like the rarer ones. I've seen some people selling those. I used to be in Pokemon cards. I got really into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh card set. with like my Dark Magician and all that. I never was into Magic. I have a shit ton, and I mean absolute shit ton of baseball and football cards that were parts of them were mine, parts of them were my brother's, and like it spans through like the 80s and 90s. And the bad thing about it is I know football, but I don't really know much about baseball, like what's rare, what's not. So I do know that my dad has probably a pretty penny stashed away in his closet, and that is he has a full I think it's 1986. I could be wrong, but he has the full card wave uncut. So the company he made boxes, or he worked at a factory that made boxes. Back in the day, this was during the time that the guy who owned the Patriots, now Robert Kraft, owned it. I think it was called something Whitney. Rand Whitney. No, there was something before Rand Whitney. Anyway, the company he originally worked for was owned by Robert Kraft. He actually sold the company to Georgia Pacific, I believe, or he might have sold it to Rand Whitney, who he sold that company in order to buy the Patriots. So my dad's dislike of the Patriots runs deep, but we're getting lost. That one year, they decided to run the print the cards in the factory that he worked, and there was something wrong with one of the edges or something, so they had to toss that sheet, and he just took it. So he has the full wave uncut just sitting in his garage, and not in his garage, in his closet. So good evening, Cody, by the way. Sorry, I was running my mouth. You were definitely not first tonight, sir. Gotta work on that. I was first. Get on my level. No. I have one that's worth about $20, but the corners are fuzzy, so probably worth about $1. Yep. We collected baseball cards during the late 80s and 90s, and they aren't worth much since they mass-produced those things. Yeah. I actually have one that's signed by a Baltimore Oriole, too. I can't remember. I have all my Cal Ripken cards, okay? I have all my Cal Ripken cards. Those aren't going anywhere. I have all of my Ravens cards from back when I was heavy into football. Those aren't going anywhere. But everything else, I could care less about. Everything else can go. I have a Joe Flacco rookie card. Now that he's doing something with the Browns, maybe it'll be worth something again. It was worth like $90 at one point, and then, Joe Flacco. I love Cal Ripken. I have a signed picture of him. Cool story. Cool that you have an autograph. I'd kill to have a Cal Ripken autograph. But cool story is my first ever. I live 30 minutes south of Dover. Okay, I've grown up seeing the Dover International Speedway on a regular basis throughout my entire life. The first race I ever went to was in 2001. It was the first race after 9/11 happened. It was the first big sporting event that happened after 9/11. And it was my first NASCAR race. And the only reason we went is because my grandfather bought tickets every single year. And he wanted to take a cooler in with him. They said that there was no coolers allowed that year because it was the first sporting event after 9/11. And he's like, well, I'm not going. He asked my dad if we wanted tickets. My dad said, sure. We go, completely not knowing that the race is in honor of Cal Ripken Jr. He was the Grand Marshal. It was like the Cal Ripken Jr. MBN or MBA, MNBA or something like that, 400. And got to watch Cal Ripken go around the track in the Grand Marshal car. He threw out the green flag, you know, all the Grand Marshal things. And then my favorite driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr., wins the race while he has Wilson from Castaway, who is Tom Hanks is by far like my favorite actor. So had Wilson from a Tom Hanks movie in the car. It was like this is beyond awesome. My first race, my favorite baseball player is the Grand Marshal. My favorite driver wins with Wilson from a movie with my favorite actor in it. Like that was awesome. Can I please play with you on Farming Simulator on my PS5? No, because we have PC only mods in the server, unfortunately, William. Sorry about that. That was one heck of a day for you. Yeah, it was crazy. It was awesome. And then the next time we went, I think it was in like 2004-ish. We went again, and that's because my mom's friend won tickets, and she didn't want them, so she gave them to me and my dad. And we went again, and Jeff Burton, who's like my second favorite driver at the time, he won. I got to see Dale Jr. get out of his car and sit on the back of his hauler. Like, we were that close. We were in the stands, but we were that close to where the haulers were that I could see him get out of the thing. And he sat on the trailer and threw a towel over his head. I was like, oh, that's so awesome. That's Dale Jr. there. But the Grand Marshal of that one was, what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Hulk Hogan. And yes, he said, start your engines, brothers. Do you have any beginner tips? Beginner for Farm Sim or, you know, beginning YouTube? Like, what, you gotta be more specific about that one, man. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Even though I'm not a huge Hulkamania fan, I'm not super steezed on Hulk Hogan. Don't get me wrong, I don't think wrestling would have been as popular back in the day if they didn't have Hulk Hogan. Like, I don't think any other wrestler was up for taking up that role, but you know what? He's just kind of meh to me. Beginner tips for Farming Sim. Play it a little bit without mods, just to get the hang of it and everything, and figure out how everything works, and then start by adding a couple mods and that you like, and go from there. Like, it's not a hard game to pick up by any means. It's pretty simple. So just have fun. Don't go mod crazy, because you go mod crazy, you're gonna break things. Damn, would you have to go to the store to get the cake? God damn, Brandon. Did you have to go bake it? Do 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 do. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Ryan. Like I said, it's not that hard of a game to pick up. Just start with no mods and get the feel of the game, and then add mods. You can always expand on it too. That's the best part about Farm Sim. No, the fridge. Where's the fridge? Down the street? Bum, 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 bum. I need to vacuum my floor. Brandon, I heard that. Oh, you ate at the table. Shut up, frogs. What's up, Shadlad? How are you, sir? How you doing today? How you doing, feller? This guy. This guy! That's me. It's me. It's me. DDP. I need another FE word in my name so I could be fee, so I can say it's me, fee. Is that RVD? Would you lie with me and just forget the world? Dude, Christmas break just keeps getting longer and longer. I remember when Christmas break used to literally start on the 23rd. Like, you'd go to school on the 23rd, and then your first day off was Christmas Eve, and then you go back on the 2nd. Like, these kids get off like the entire week before the Christmas and don't go back till the week after New Year's. I'm like, I'm sorry? Let's see. My kids had off they got off the 22nd, or the 21st was their last day. They didn't have school the 22nd. Actually, the oldest one didn't even have school on the 21st. She had a virtual day, so she didn't even have to go to school. She stayed home on the computer, and the youngest one went to school on the 21st, but their first day off was the 22nd, which was the Friday before Christmas Eve. That's when it started. And they won't go back until, I think, the 3rd or 4th. I'm just like, what? Daughter's starting to get in the Barbie crap, so I got her one of the knock off doll houses. It lasts 3 days. I'm pretty sure Barbie crap was expensive this year too, wasn't it? Because of the movie. So that had to be like one of the end things for this year. So it's probably hard to find and expensive because it probably jacked prices way up. They changed your snow days to winter break? Lucky, ours always get tacked on at the end of the year. You want half day on Christmas Eve? What are you smoking? How to save a life. Oh, a ton on bar. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's the other downfall. You know what's sad? I think most of the people who enjoyed that movie were grown ass adults. That's the sad part. I think more grown ass adults went to see that movie than kids. My brother watched it. Don't ask me why, but he said it's not really for kids and not really for adults. I heard Ryan Gosling is hilarious in it. I've heard a bunch of people say he's the best part of the movie. And yeah, I honestly think it was more adults watching it than it was kids. I'm lucky that my daughter's not so big on Barbie. She's more in the makeup stuff. Yep, both my kids. Like the oldest one had Barbies that she like literally never played with, and they got passed down to the youngest one, and she literally never played with them either. So. It's all tweens, don't know. I know there was like Speedy's crew actually went and watched it. Like the crew, Sidearms and all of them, they actually went and saw it in theaters. I'm just like, what? Sidearms, one asked his mom if she'd go with him. Like, what? Who's taking? You're an adult taking your mom to go watch Barbie? Adult male. That's the best. The best. The worst part. Puts up 19 Christmas trees? Why? Speaking about makeup, Bath Body Works, my best friend's daughter is in 5th grade. About halfway through this past summer, she went from ... Saw it reverse, Terry. Liking everything WWE, AEW till now on makeup. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Our youngest is into anything and everything anime. That's her thing. She likes anime, which I guess Pokemon can be included in anime because they have the anime show. I don't know. But what's up, Ethan? How you doing, sir? She's in the Bath and Body Works and couldn't give two craps about wrestling. Man, I'm just bummed that AEW is gonna be losing its shows. I'm pretty sure they'll land somewhere else. But I doubt it'll be as big as what it is now. I don't know if you heard that. Freaking the owner of AEW was trying to push Ring of Honor, and Warner Brothers Discovery didn't want Ring of Honor, so and after CM Punk went back to WWE, I called it, by the way. I said them fire since the day they fired CM Punk. I said that is the final pin in AEW. That they're cooked. They're done. But Warner Brothers Discovery started talking to WWE, and they're like in the front runnings to get Raw. So Raw could end up on TBS, and the rumor is that Warner Brothers Discovery sat down with Tony Khan and gave him four different options on how to keep his TV show, and he refused all of them. So it looks like AEW is not going to have a show here soon. I already said when the Creeds get their freaking figures, I'm sending them to you to get them signed for me. Are you talking about the title belt, Brandon? I won it when I went in there yesterday. I went in there, and they had all the Hallmark ornaments 50% off. And I dug through all of them to see if I had the championship belt, and they didn't have it. I was pissed. I was like, I'm going to get it because my youngest one got my wife the one with Hedwig sitting on the suitcases for Christmas, and I got my wife the Marauders map ornament for Christmas. So I was like, all right, she got two new ornaments. I'm getting me a freaking WWE Championship belt ornament. And you know what? They didn't have them. I was upset. Highly upset. Speaking of the Creeds, the next show that comes down to Columbus, we're going. Dude, they're so expensive. So damn expensive. I want to go to the house show they had up there at University of Delaware. Tickets are $100 a piece. $200 to see a house show? Good Lord. So I was all excited because LA Knight, is going to be there. And, I wasn't paying $200 to go see LA Knight at a house show. A house show. Although, apparently someone hopped the rail and tried going after Austin Theory, and who's he with right now? Yeah, but anyway, that happened in Delaware. Did you ever hear anything back on your car? Yeah, it's back home. It's fixed. It just cost me $300 extra. If you go to Disney World, you can hit an NXT show for free. Yeah, but then you have to pay to go to Disney World. Oh, man. I don't have any desire, never have, to go to Disney World. I wouldn't mind going to Universal Studios. That would probably be the one I'd prefer to go to for the Harry Potter world. I have no interest in going to Disney World or Disneyland, either one. Well, if you go back on Monday or Tuesday, it should be about 75% off. If they have it, pick it up for me. I'll send you the well, okay, never mind. I don't have any money to spend here for a while. I'm broke for the next month because of this fucking car. My wife is hitting on Disney in the next couple of years. I might as well shave my balls and take it in the back end because I'm going to have to pay to go soon. I'm so lucky that I have no interest in going to Disney. My wife has no interest in going to Disney. My kids have no interest in going. My kids don't even like amusement parks. Like we've gone to like when we went to Hershey Park, no interest at all. They don't want to ride rides, none of that. So I kind of lucked out there that I'll never have to go to Disney. Like I said, my downfall would be was my wife would jump at the opportunity to go to Universal Studios to do the Wizarding World. I take that back. The only reason I want to go to Disney is to build my own lightsaber. And they're not even that good. You can get cheaper ones that are 10 times better. But I want the whole experience of building my lightsaber. What's wrong with them? All the roller coasters it needs to be rode on. Well, let me put it this way. My youngest one went on a roller coaster when we went to Hershey Park. It was like the kiddie coaster, and she was screaming, "Stop the ride!" She just doesn't. She's not a ride person, which I'm not. I can't blame her because I'm not like a huge ride person either. I mean, back when I was like a teenager, I thought it was cool, or a preteen, whatever you want to call it. That phase. Like I rode the roller coasters and stuff at Hershey Park, but it's not like something like I'm like dying to do again. Like I rode it once and it's like, oh, that's cool, and moved along. But as amusement parks these days are just outrageously expensive, and like you wait practically all day to ride a ride, and it's just like I paid how much to get in here to ride 5 rides? The hell. And then we went down there, the Pigeon Forge. Absolutely no one in my family had any interest in going to Dolly World. Zero. Absolutely none. Which I'm okay with, because I like Dolly Parton and everything, but I have no interest in Dolly World. So. Me and my friends went to meet up at Cedar Point someday. I had a friend that worked at Cedar Point. I think that's where she worked. Looking at my phone. Take your bikini, Brandon, because the water park is pretty legit. Legit. You know what we'll be showing you? Never mind. Oh, he went through his point with you. No, I think he's talking about you, JT. You almost bought the season pass for 4, but might wait until the following year. Best music park in the world, I'm guessing the game, if you will put it or not. Guessing game, really? You live or not? Okay. Because that's what I want to do when I go to the amusement park. Missouri amusement parks are just rides that the shitty carnivals, like the rides that didn't pass their inspection anymore, so they sold them to Missouri amusement parks. Actually, no one from this group. That's not a shocker. I still think we all need to meet up one day and take Brand to a strip club. Just take him to the strip club, and we you know, like, we'll have the whole place to ourselves, and then girls, girls, girls hits, and then just Steve comes out and in a G-string. JT, you don't want to be there when Brandon just like creams his drawers the first time he sees a real boob? Like, it's gonna be epic. I say epic. Freaking party pooper. Yeah, cleaning's your thing. Daytime's the way to go. You know, not only do they dance, but they clean with them at the same time, just sweeping the floors. That's what Lady used to do until she got excited and started scratching the floors. Or y'all can come to Delaware. They got one in Delaware with the one-legged stripper. I'm not going to a... The heart cuts it off. I'm not going to a farm with y'all. What? I don't know what he's on. Oh, because Brandon only likes chickens. That's his joke. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Do 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 do. There you go, Steve. Meet Brandon at Cedar Point. Oh, the clappings and the music. I was like, what the hell is that? Meet Brant at Cedar Point and carry around the puke bag because you know he rides roller coaster. He gonna be puking. Is that the last song? No. Oh, Don't Stop Believing. Just a city boy on a race to South Detroit. Just a midnight train going anywhere. JT. He likes women, just women he can't get. God, get it right. Brandon is backyard baseball trying to get signed to an MLB team. That's his problem. He's had a couple of interests, you know, from some men's league softball teams, and he's not interested. He wants it's MLB or nothing, and he doesn't realize that that's not going to happen. That the men's league softball team is right up his alley. I can't believe I'm putting this in this reference. Up and down the boulevard. No, well, you hit on bots too. I've seen the websites you visit. Me and Tyler were unfortunately treated to a live stream of you watching it. So Sunday I wish I had back. Or I could forget. So you couldn't sell... You sold them? What is that logic? That wasn't bots, though. Camgirl, bots, kind of the same deal. Not directly the same thing, but we're talking like... He did. What in the hell? How come I couldn't sell them? But, kind of the same thing. They'll say anything you want them to hear if you tip them. Or pay for a private show. So, JT question for you, Steve. Do they dance on regular size poles, or do they have smaller poles? I need to know for science. I feel like Steve would know the answer to this question, so I proposed it to him. Candy cane. That's only during the holidays. Is the stage just a yellow brick road with lollipops? We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. Have a good night, Steve. Have a good night. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. My tractor is seen many of better of days. Look at this thing. It is all... We're going to get you a paint job soon. Alright? We're going to make y'all pretty again. You know, what they do with Ruby McIntyre every couple of years. You just got to open her face. Do I have any advice on cable bills? Yeah, cut cable. Go streaming. Cut cable. Do it. Unless you enjoy live sports, which I know you're into those Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs. You know the football team from Kansas City, Kansas. I know you're into those. So, you know, the Taylor Swift team. So you might want to keep your cable, unless you get the NFL package from like YouTube or some sort. You know, if you want to watch Taylor Swift jump up and down and clap for her team, you know, that is below the rankings for the Baltimore Ravens. I guess that's what happens when you're from Kansas City, Kansas, you know, instead of like Baltimore, Maryland. So you might want to keep your cable, but you know, you can work around it. There's different packages if you want something cheaper. But since you're local, you might be able to pick up the games using one of them fancy antennas, you know. Taylor Swift wouldn't use it because, you know, she's rich, and I think she owns a football team now. That's in Kansas. Oh yeah, the Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs. She owns them now. Do do. Do 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 do. Hi me. No one knows how far I'll go. It's a Moana song. I don't hate it. I like Moana. Boom. Man, I've only been streaming for 2 hours. I still got like another hour and a half to go. Holy crap! Feels like it's time to go already. Is it just... Yeah, okay. And now that JT and Steve have gone, there goes my chatters. There's 11 of you here. Somebody say something. Oh, this thing kind of broken too. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Oh, you're that Ethan. Okay. I honestly, there's a kid that comes in here named Jesse who I originally thought was Jesse, but it's not Jesse. It's another kid named Jesse. Well, Jesse's not a kid anymore, but I remember he would always be that punk little, like, was he like 15 years old when I first met him? He's always gonna be that punk little 15-year-old kid. No, he's grown up into someone that I am. I guess I'm proud. I don't know if that's the right statement of the guy he's become. I don't know if proud's the right word. I had no parts in it. He's a good guy. I really need to work. This past week, ever since Christmas, has been just so mentally draining. I've looked at literally every single day. I have looked at the mods I have left to work on, which is I got 2 out of 11, 12 trucks done, so a sixth of my 5/6 of my stuff needs to be worked on. I've opened them every single day. The next truck I want to finish the lights on, and I just sit there and look at it. I have yet to finish it. Because I've just been this whole... Well, it hasn't even been a week. The last 4 days have just been so mentally draining. Just mentally draining. I need to probably send a message over in Justice Discord, see if anyone knows the issue I'm having. I'm trying to export something out of Blender, and every time I do, I get an error message. And I don't know, I've never run into the thing before, so I need to ask if someone knows what that issue is. Because I've literally never had that issue. And I also gotta figure out what's going on with my freaking ladders and why the F1 menu I'm spazzing out. On until 8? Probably until 9. She gets off at 9:30, so getting off 9 gives me plenty of time to get stuff done before she gets home. Probably part missing material. Well, it's only one part. I don't know how y'all do it where you just do like a mass export of one single thing. Like I couldn't do it. I export it out piece by piece and then import it all into Giant's editor. Y'all nutsoids. But then again, that's how the person who showed me how to export stuff. That's how he told me to do it. So that's how I learned. That's what's easiest for me. Be right back. We'll be here, Brandon. The other thing is freaking UV mapping sucks. But now I know how to do it. I can go back and work on some other projects I was wanting to do, but I couldn't because the UVs were all jacked up on them. That's after Dug in Hell's, at least. Alright, now we've done once around, we can hire help. Let them go back and forth. Let's see, where is it? Works. Do 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 do. That's not one. Touching you, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do. Okay, so we file. It's got a texture on it. So we file, export, i3D. Okay, so file user line 128 and execute i3D underscore IO export. Do export all. Not all arguments converted during string formatting. That's what I want to use for my medic bed. I wish I had the 3 model that Merc had for the F450 he built me back in the day, but actually I think that's what this bed's off of. Turn around. I guess the song anyway. Yeah, that's 100% what this bed's off of. There are a lot of Jesses out in the world. Yeah, I don't think many watch me though. Going to play some Division for a little bit. Well, have fun, sir. PJ's has that. That's something we could do tomorrow night if he wants. Although he'll complain because we're so far ahead of him. If I even still have like my access to my stuff. That's the other question. Total eclipse of the heart. Dude, these things just got so much food. Oh, did I not sell this? This is a chicken coop, isn't it? Yeah, we can sell this. I thought I sold that and put a pig barn there. Oh, that's old blender? I didn't know you could use new blender. I haven't bothered to learn it. Can you find out unless ATS is on it? I don't care. I put a message apologizing to him in Discord, so if he responds to it, then I'll ask him. But I don't know if we'll get a response or not, or if I'll get a response or not. Because like I said, the last thing I said to him last night was that I'll be here at normal time. I don't have enough money for that. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone but like me learned on old blender. I'm like one until that can work new blender well. See, I use the newest version of Blender to export the models I have over to OBJ so I can work with them in old Blender. Because I can't use new Blender. I can't use it to save my life. Oh crap. I've tried. I really have. But I learned on old Blender, and I've tried using new Blender fully, and you know, it just doesn't work out for me. Peyton says, export the model to OBJ, import the OBJ, and redo materials in Origin, and then should be able to export. Alright, so let's try that. Let me know if he says anything. He has not said anything. I'll put it in admin room if he does respond. Holy, $64 for Taco Bell? So we'll import or open it. Okay, so we'll export it as OBJ. Export out OBJ. We'll open a new file. File new. File import. OBJ. We'll import that OBJ. Okay. So he says redo the textures. Alright. What's the origin? Should I know what the origin is? Because I have no clue what that is. Well, we'll try export it. Holy shitballs, that worked. You gotta be shitting me. Hold on. That freaking worked. Alright, so that's crazy. Oh crap. We're getting full. The origin is where the cursor thing is when you click on the part. I didn't even click on it. I just tried straight up exporting it and it worked. Do you not give people 3 chances in your server? Shane, man, I've already explained this to you. Literally the day I unbanned you, you were pestering people about mods, man. I like that. You're not gonna get another chance from me, man. I feel bad for it because, like I said, you are a long-time subscriber. But at the end of the day, and even if I did let you back in my server, you 100% chance will not get back into the Thin Line Discord server. 100%, there is no way you'll ever be allowed back in, because you're on the top of, well, not the top. You're in like top 5 over there of people who pissed them off. And the people you associate with, my guy. So, I don't know what else to tell you. You've been in this. You found to be in Discord groups with people who are leaking stuff and everything, and that's not acceptable, guy. Like I said, even if I did let you back in my server, there's no way in the world you're getting back into the Thin Line. Especially with the new rules they just put in play, or the new system they just put in place. Not roles, new system. Oh. Skirt. Skirt. I woke up this morning, the server was empty. I didn't know anything. Until what's his name? Daniel said something in my Discord. I knew nothing about it. I was on the go all day long, so I had absolutely no clue whatsoever. So when he talked about it, I was like, of course, I was in the one room or the one chat. So when he said something, I looked back. I was like, nah, did it kick him? Because I don't vouch for many people, but Daniel, and everything I've done FS911 wise, he always shows up. He always participates. And he never does anything to piss anybody off. So I will vouch for Daniel all day long. Because, like I said, I think we had like 3 FS911 groups, and he showed up every single week. Like, after he's not one of those people that after he gets mods, he's going to disappear, all that. So he showed up, and he's been a good bean. So I'll vouch for him. He's one of the only people that I'll vouch for. So I was like, why'd he get kicked? And then when you said what you said, I was like, oh. And then I went over and read all the announcements. And I was like, oh. I didn't feel a thing. I was asking what happened to a mod is what I was asking in your server. No, you were DMing people about mods that they were posting. That's why you got kicked the second time. The first time you got kicked, I can't even. It's been so long, I don't even remember. I don't have that much time and effort to spend to figure it out. But the second time you kicked, like I said, I felt bad. That's why I unbanned you. And the day I unbanned you, you were messaging a modder. It's in my Discord, and he messaged me, letting me know what was going on and that you are notorious for doing it. And I felt bad. I felt really, really bad. Like I said, I know you've been a long time subscriber, and I felt really, really bad having to kick you out again. But apparently, and then once I seen the other Discord groups you were in, or Discord servers you were in, and who is associated with those, that's all I need to know, man. Again, I feel bad, but at the end of the day, you do stupid stuff, you get a reputation, you hang out with people who are undesirable, you become undesirable, if that makes any sense. Can I join? Can you join this? Sure. You have to be in the Discord though to join it. You're talking about the Thin Line Discord? That I don't have any say in there, man. I am just one of the purple people. I only did it for the public one. The public one. Feed me more barley. Well, we farm every Friday. It's going to change here soon. We'll still be farming on Fridays, but the server's going to change here soon. I gotta figure out hosting one, because me and Nitrado are, after so many years, are parting ways. I can't believe that worked. I wonder if that's why I had so many people join my Discord today. Because we've had a handful more than the average. I wonder if that's because Jesse just booted everybody out. Everybody's like, well, let's see what Feenix got to say about it. And Feenix is over here like, what happened? Damn, my truck's almost already full again. Alright, screw this. We're bringing our other truck out. What? Damn International. About different Jesse? Yeah, Jesse, I know you're not the Jesse the Jesse I know. I used to think you were at first, and then I realized you weren't. This was months and months ago. Bye, Christian. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you have a good night. And a happy new year. If you don't join us tomorrow night, I should say. Oh, I forgot the pipe was on this side. No, Jesse, I'm not talking about you. It's Shane is the guy who asked for mods and is a naughty boy. He's on the naughty list. Well, that was uneventful. JT already left. Grr. Yeah, he's watching Barbie with his daughter. She's like, but Dad, I don't want to watch that. He's like, too bad, we're watching Barbie. Meanwhile, he's in there watching. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. He probably would. Margot Robbie is probably one of his wives. It's another one I never understood the craze for. Is it just because she played Harley Quinn? Is that why people were so goo goo gaga over her? She kind of reminds me of what's that woman's name from My Name's Earl? Kids were making juice and oranges. They did a pretty good job. My wife just likes to yell. Your kids were juicing oranges? Unsupervised? They're just like, we just want orange juice. What, made their own orange juice? Still deciding on what to wear on my living room couch on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I bought one of those plastic orange grapefruit juicer strainers. They wanted to try it out. Golly. Juice everywhere. I remember one year my uncle got a juicer for Christmas, and he was just juicing everything. He literally, he was like, I wonder if you can juice this. I'm gonna try it. He hated the gift. He absolutely hated the gift. I can't. I think it was his aunt that gave it to him. And he absolutely hated it. So he was juicing anything he could find to try to tear this sumbitch up, just so he had an excuse to throw it away. He'd pull shit out of the refrigerator. You think I could juice this? Oh, he hated it. Here's some green beans. I'm going to juice it. That's exactly what he would do. He would just he would pull random shit out of the refrigerator or freezer and just be like, "You think I could juice this?" And he would try it. Now keep in mind, his aunt bought him this juicer, and the only juice I've ever seen my uncle drink was natural and light, if you get what I'm saying. He didn't drink anything else, alright? So, where she come up off the wall with getting him a juicer, I have no clue. But she got him a juicer, and he absolutely hated it. So, he had too big of a heart to just throw it away. So he was juicing anything he could find until he broke it so he could throw it away without hurting her feelings. He was a trip, man. I think him and my cousin cried the day Peyton Manning left Indianapolis, though. They were huge Indianapolis fans. And they were huger Peyton Manning fans. The funny part about the funny part about it is I had one uncle. My uncle and my cousin were Indianapolis fans, Colts fans. That uncle had been a fan of the Colts since they were in Baltimore. Now, my other uncle is a Baltimore Ravens fan, and he was a Baltimore Colts fan prior to it. And they used to get in these heated debates, okay, on who was more loyal. Because one stuck with the city, the other one stuck with the team. And they used to get in these very heated debates on who was more loyal to their team. Then, my other two uncles are Denver Broncos fans. So when Peyton Manning left Indianapolis and went to Denver, that was a shit show of a Thanksgiving. I'm going to tell you that much. When everybody got together, oh my god. Which is really weird because my uncle that is the Ravens fans, all his kids are Broncos fans. And the other two uncles are Broncos fans. And the one of them's kid is a Raiders fan. Which, that has to be a great household during football season. Take a cruise to Alaska and Canada? Lucky. You know, okay. I have never once been into cruising or whatever, but I think me and the missus is going to take one of these days. If I had the money, I'd be on the Creed cruise, alright? Oh, I'd jam out the Creed on open water. Can you take me higher to a place? Sorry. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far gone. I seen a bunch of articles come out. It was like, why Creed doesn't have new music for their reunion tour. I was like, because Creed doesn't need new music for the reunion tour. Nobody wants new Creed music. We want the hits, all right. We want 6 feet. We want My Sacrifice. We want Higher. You know, that's what we want. We don't want new Creed music. I'm sorry. Nobody's dying for new Creed music. We want the hits. That's it. Just give us the hits. Can you take me higher? Every Attitude Era fan has to love my sacrifice. 'Cause when you are with me, I'm free. I'm careless, I believe. Above all the others, we'll fly. It brings tears to my eyes. Like, who wants new Backstreet Boys music? No one. We want the hits. Quit playing games with my heart. My heart. My heart. You think anybody wants any? I know I don't even want NSYNC hits, but do you think anyone wants new NSYNC music? No. They want the hits. Bye, 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 bye. Although Justin Timberlake's sorta canceled, but not canceled. I don't understand that one. I didn't read the book, but I read what was, or heard other people talk about what was in it. Not read. And apparently he's just a, kind of a douchey guy. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't horrible or mean about it. He was just kind of douchey about it. So I don't know. For all the other reasons why people have been canceled, I think his is quite minuscule. And like, I feel like Britney timed the book at the right time, because as soon as NSYNC get back together, or maybe that's why Justin Timberlake agreed to go back to NSYNC, because he knew this book was coming down the pipeline, and he was like, I gotta get some good press before this happens, so let me hook back up with the other four guys, you know, make people happy to see us again. Maybe that won't make me look like such a D-bag. I don't know. Found love right where we are. I think this is a song anyway. That's cool, Chad. Like I said, that's another thing. I've never had any like desire to go to Alaska. Yeah, so that is so much better. That line in The Ringer, when the after we get ice cream, that scene is so much better. That scene was already my favorite scene in the movie and one of my top 10 like funniest scenes of all time. But the fact that that is 100% the legit reaction of the guy, like he was like, when the F did we get ice cream? And Johnny Knoxville in the movie, like they kept it in. Him cracking up is him 100% laughing at the guy's reaction makes that scene so much better. When the we get ice cream? Oh, I love it. What's the map called? Is the White Farm. This one's a little bit modified. We extended the borders and everything, but the map base itself is the White Farm. Available on the Giants mod page. When the get ice cream? Just lay here. Would you lie with me and just forget the world? White Farm. Yeah, White Farm. The White Farm. I think it's actually got the in front of it. The White Farm. Tony, if you're still listening, can you sell this farm production thing here too? Because I can't even get, like... Because, hell yeah, if we could get rid of that, we just make that whole thing a field. Cut down them trees. Okay. That was my day. My day was an absolute crap show, man. Thanks for asking. How was your day, though? Any better? Oh, how to save a life. How to save a life. That's good to hear. Say 80%. What? Making my way downtown. The map? Oh, okay. Do do do. Do 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 do. Coming past. Do 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 do. Yep. When September ends. Any good semi mods? A bunch of them. If you're talking about for 22, if you're talking about for 17, 19, there's a few. But if you're talking about for 22, there is a bunch of them. I personally recommend anything from AJ Deer Modding or AJ T680, simply because the plethora of options that his trucks come with. He has a Western Star pack. He has a Pack Car pack, which includes Peterbilt and Kenworth. He has a Freightliner pack. I think an International pack. So the plethora of options and customability that comes with his trucks, they're not perfect by any means, but like they're the most intense customization features on the market currently. Anything from with Whiskey Sierra modding, really good. I have no complaints about those. What else? A bunch of nice, really nice Pete 379s came out as the Expendables modding challenge. It was like four of them, I think, in total. Each very unique and their own options. So, but there's a ton of good semi truck mods out. For I forgot, AJ's got a Mac pack too. So, do you have a game name? We're on a server, and you need a lot more than just a map, and that map will not work in our server because we have a modified version of it. What's up, Ben? How are you doing, sir? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. That's good to hear, Ben. And again, Christina, no, it is you'd have to download all the mods, which is available in the Discord. So you won't be able to join without those mods. Alright. Oh, Feather, I got some interesting news. Oh, what's your interesting news? You caught me right before I was about to end the stream. But we'll hear your interesting news first. Driving a concrete truck for a living now? Nice. You mean just the spinny boy? Not like the pump? Better money and benefits. Nice. Well, I'm happy for you, man. I hope you enjoy it. Because I'm going to have a bunch of questions. But that is going to do it for me, fellers. Hopefully with that better money, though. Hopefully with a better money you can buy a better potato. That's going to do it for me, for you guys. If you guys did enjoy the live stream, do me a huge favor. Leave a like down below. It does help me out so very much, and I do appreciate it so very much. If you guys do want to see future live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. We will be live tomorrow night, hopefully at the correct time. Tonight was kind of a last-minute thing because someone called out. My wife was covering for them. So we should be back live normal time tomorrow night. We'll see. What it's going to be exactly, I don't know. Depends on what we hear from PJ's tonight. But if you guys want me to notify whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching. I'll see you.